What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I am on another house tour this time. This place is pretty nice. I will make a video about it later, but I literally stayed up till like 1 or 2 in the morning last night, and I emailed everybody with a single family or a duplex in the city of Milwaukee that would possibly have a deal for me. And this is the one that I'm looking at currently. Lock myself in here just in case. So this is the same price as a place that I looked at recently that I made a video about, and it was pretty terrible on the inside. But this one, it's $148,000. I think I won it before I toured it, which I haven't done yet. I just got here. I think I won it for about $110,000. These units probably rent for, I don't know, $10.99 a month. Big closets. That's pretty cool. These rooms are pretty nice. Flooring is pretty nice in them. It's really just a pretty nice duplex already from what I can tell. I'm hoping that theme continues throughout. Bathroom's really nice. I mean, this place for the same price is night and day different. This room could probably use a little bit of paint. I mean, you can kind of see it's not the greatest paint job. they definitely could use some skills with the painting, but here we go. Kitchen. Decent cabinets, ones that I'll actually open. Not too bad. Nothing too crazy there. We got somebody's information there. Now, the interesting thing with a deal like this is totally vacant, right? So for a traditional buyer to buy it, like they'd probably want to be an owner-occupant. If you can't find an owner-occupant that can pay this kind of price, then you're looking at investors. And if you're an investor like me, and you're looking at a place like this, getting a long-term loan on this is gonna be a tough sell for the bank because you don't have any renters. You don't have any rental history established. Interesting room. Kind of a crappy setup with this peak there, but it's all right. Take a look at the back over here. Kind of a crappy view, but so yeah, if you don't have any rental history, then it's gonna be really hard to sell it to the bank. Banks will do it, but I think, oh God. The screen fell on my head. Oh, I'm not gonna delete that out. Screen fell on my head. We'll fix that later. Here's the backyard. We got nice looking garage. We'll check that out later. Screen door could use some love, but that's all right. But so, like I was saying, you don't have any rental history, so you'd have to sell it to the bank that, you know, you're gonna have to put appliances in. You don't have any appliances, you're gonna have to get it rented out. It's gonna take time to do that. And the bank's not gonna love necessarily that you don't have any income coming in and you're expected to make a loan payment. Now, if you have a bunch of properties, you can kind of offset that. But if you don't have any properties, it's gonna be a little bit harder too, right? So if you're starting out, I would say maybe consider hard money for this. But if you're doing hard money, I would say that you might, look at that little closet there. If you're using hard money, then you're gonna wanna get it for a better price because as you can see, there's costs associated with this. I'm gonna have to paint this wall. You're not gonna rent it out with purple and pink walls. But the bones of the house are very good. You're gonna have to get appliances. So you need 2 refrigerators, you need 2 stoves, stuff like that. And that's the things that I would be thinking about because it's not gonna be no money to get this going and the whole time you're hemorrhaging cash every month to make your loan payments. But really, this place is pretty solid. I'm a big fan of it, honestly. Gutters are stopped up. I'm always looking at gutters because I've found, as I'm sure you guys know, bad gutters mean that you're gonna get water intrusion into the basement. We haven't quite made it there yet, but roof looks like it's in decent shape. Soffits and fascia. I mean, this is old, that old cedar shake siding, which I don't love, but it's expensive to replace that stuff. And so, like I said, in my mind, I'm looking at maybe $110,000 I'd want to pay for it. I think it's a nice property. I really actually like it. But it costs money to do all this stuff. And you're gonna have downtime. So I think I'd want 110, hard money, no inspection. I mean, for me, an inspection isn't really worth it because what are they gonna tell me that I don't already know? We got some loose wires, we don't have appliances, maybe the sink leaks. Like, they're gonna tell me some stuff, but these are all things that will be identified when somebody moves in here or prior to that with the property manager going through everything. And I just don't think I need to pay somebody $700 to tell me that. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling, but This is a live tour. And I'll come back upstairs to fix that. Let's go to the basement. The basement tells a lot of tales sometimes. So let's see what we got going on in there. Let me know what you think of these too. I've just been doing videos of these tours so you guys can get a live look at what I'm actually doing. And if you hate them, I won't do them. But if you like them, I'll keep it going. Basement. Seems pretty decent actually. I'm impressed so far. Got a little toilet down here too, that's cool. All right, so we got one water heater, we got some oldies. One water heater, older furnace. But like I said before, my theory with furnaces is if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's a good theory for a lot of things in life. Another furnace. Yeah, like, you know, this place is really pretty solid. The basement's dry. Doesn't smell. Glass block windows would be nicer. Those look like they have barred windows, so I guess that's okay. But really, it's pretty solid. And like I said, this is gonna rent for maybe $2,200 a month gross against $110,000 purchase price. Like, I can do that math in my head real quick, and you guys probably can too, and say, yeah, that's pretty good math. Like, what does this say? When leaving, be sure door is locked. That's a fair thing to say. It's kind of all tied up. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Maybe I can't open this door. No. Oh, it's just on backwards maybe. Here we go. Maybe I'll go out the other door because this thing's all tied up. Or maybe not. Let's see. That's cool. There we go. So here's the exterior. Again, not bad. Garages. Nobody cares about garages. It's a little dirty on the back, but that's fine. Nobody cares about garages. They really don't offer that much value. They're beat to hell. This one's beat to hell. I mean, it's not really, some people care about garages, of course. You know, I care about a garage with what I'm renting, but it just is something that it gets beat up, people run into it, and it really doesn't change the value. You're gonna rent that for the same amount whether it had a garage or not. That's what I've seen in the city, so I don't get too hung up on the whole garage thing. But this is another tour. This one I'm gonna put an offer in on, I think, or at least a verbal one, see what they say. They might tell me to go screw myself. But I really don't mind this one at all. So hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll keep making videos if you like them. And if you don't, let me know. Talk to you guys soon. See ya.